You're starting.
Call meeting order. We'll start with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
I will second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
Motion to approve minutes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Minutes approved. Gotta jump down ahead. Do you want to, 7 o'clock? Just get it out of the way.
Doesn't matter.
You guys want to, you have other people coming?
No.
Want to go ahead and just, otherwise you're on the agenda at 10, we can do it now if you'd like.
Oh, yeah, that would be perfect.
That way you guys don't
Get
have
out
to
of your
sit
hair. Yeah. What we are looking for is we're doing a benefit for 2 days in a row for Susan Latrice. She's had multiple cancers and now she has brain cancer, which they're saying, the doctors are saying it's not treatable. So we're aiming to try and do a benefit for her to help cover medical expenses. On Saturday, on Saturday the 26th, we are doing a poker run. And what we're aiming to do with that is we'd like to close off part of the road to get the bikers lined up for the poker run. I know the original email said from like 8 to 7 p.m., but that is not what we're needing. We're needing a shorter period of time. We're probably needing, I would say 8 to 5 p.m., but we could reopen the road in between times too, because we wouldn't want it closed again until probably 1 o'clock or so when our bags tournament starts. But the bikers leave at 10 a.m. So it would be temporary closures for that day and then temporary closure the next day. We're trying to do a bags tournament. We've got a band coming, all kinds of different things to raise money, silent auctions and things like that. We just want everybody to be safe that's going to be in the bags tournament, and we want everybody to be safe that's riding. And then we're attempting to put together a little bit of a car show for Sunday. And then on Blooming House / Blue Moose's property, we are having a band there. So we just don't want our people, anybody that's there, we want safety first. So we're trying to look out for anybody that might be walking around in that area and to block the road off, just so if we have people coming and going, then they're safe walking.
What was this specifically again?
It is when you're in Amana and you go to the Y, like you're gonna go down to the Bra House.
Mm-hmm.
That was one option, but we're actually wanting the other side of that Y. Like if we was to turn at the motel and at the furniture shop, the new motel's right there. And then the furniture shop's on the other corner, and Compass Memorial has a parking lot that's drive-through. We'd actually like that section of the road closed, is what
That
we're
makes
aiming
more
for.
sense. Yeah.
Because then we're not blocking off residential from 8 to 10 in the morning, realizing some people have jobs and still have to get to work by 10 o'clock, on Saturdays. But we'd like to block off that smaller portion of the road.
Are you blocking off Compass then?
We'd probably start at Compass. So where they're,
They're probably not open on Saturdays though.
No, I don't think so.
depending on the time frame, one side of Compass would still be open. They could get to it from the other from the other road.
Okay.
So we're trying to do it from like Compass down to where the first parking lot is for Millwright. Or we're in front of the furniture shop, in front of there's like a winery that sits there. We're trying to do it in front of those two businesses. And we have talked to one of the two and asked if we could even push the road closure signs down to the starter of the one parking lot for them, for the furniture shop, because then you can get to both businesses from the one parking lot.
So you contacted the businesses it's going to affect?
Yes, we've been in contact with them because I figured I needed my I's dotted and my T's crossed before I came. So
And they're okay with it.
Yes, they are okay with it. And like I said, we're still allowing, if we don't do the block off at Compass and do it at the starter of the furniture shop parking lot, their parking lot goes straight to the winery's parking lot. So if we did it right where their driveway starts, you could still get to both of those businesses during the time of the benefit. So they wouldn't be blocked.
So do you have that in writing anywhere proposed on a map or anything, what you're
I
thinking?
can get that for you.
We'd rather have that so we know.
Yeah, it probably would be good.
Okay, because yeah,
It sounds like you moved a couple times just so we know.
And then,
well,
have you
we're-
coordinated with the society about the
the
barricade?
society said I needed to come here
Okay,
first.
yeah.
So they're in the loop of what's going on. The
Okay.
Society already said that we needed to go through the steps here, because all we have to do for them is ask them for the road closure signs.
Yeah, we keep
Yeah.
that over there.
So we have a couple of different options of how we can close the road, and that's what we're kind of leaving up in your guys' hands, because it doesn't matter to us where the road closure starts or ends on that little section of the road. We can make do with it starting at the furniture shop, or we can make do with it starting at Compass. So it's really up to you guys on where we block off. We're kind of throwing that out there at you guys on. We'd like to have that side because the Blooming House and the Loose Moose is hosting. So we'd like to have that side of the road because that's where the Loose Moose is. That's where most of the activities are going to be going on, is in the Blooming House and Loose Moose's patio area and restaurant portions and things like that. I do know that sometimes they block the other road leading in from Brauhaus where all the residential is for like the Model A's and things like that. We don't need that much of the road closed. So we just would like a little section of it for the day if we could.
I would rather have you propose what you want.
Yeah, send us a map, just maybe, and then we can approve
I
it.
think there was a map attached to the email. She did attach a map to the email. Because it is, sorry, I'm not computer worthy, so Stephanie does this for me. In the yellow on the email is where we'd like the road to be closed.
The whole road.
Yes, on how she's got it worded there, the whole road.
I thought you were talking about not going after Compass.
Well, the road how that kind of turns is right there with Compass. The motel's right there and so is Compass. So it's kind of all in the same vicinity right there. I mean, it's all in the same vicinity.
But this looks different than what you were saying.
I thought you were describing a shorter area.
That's what I thought too.
Well, and that's where we're coming from on it. It could be shortened instead of the whole road. Just depending what you guys feel
Yeah, we
like.
said
So
that whole road.
we wouldn't need the whole road, but we proposed the whole road just because we didn't know where a good starting point was with you guys.
And you talked to everybody along the road.
Yes.
See, really, all we need is this area right here,
Mhm.
there to there. And that would allow traffic to go through the
Yeah, and that
wineries,
would be,
and then they
Yeah,
could come this
This
way
is
on
the area that
47.
surrounds the event, so I think here.
that's why I was saying kind of from the
I mean,
Compass
as long as
/
you can
furniture
get,
shop.
because you can't get to the winery
Yeah.
from this or from here.
Because realistically, the bottom line of what we need would be from like the furniture shop driveway to the driveway that starts for Millwright. I mean, realistically, you're talking two businesses right there and we'd leave the rest of the road alone.
That's
We
what I
just-
would approve. I don't know if I want to go all the way to the top of it.
No, that's all we really
And that's
need.
all we really need is just that, like from where the furniture shop is, what's the other name of the furniture shop still in there?
The one Village Winery?
It's Village Winery Furniture Shop, and then is it
Oh, that's
the
that,
wood store?
yeah.
Sorry.
It's,
It's all part of the furniture shop, part of the society that's there. So, I mean, realistically, what we propose is only needing from that space to where their driveway, we would not block their driveway. We would start it at the end of their driveway where people would still drive in and get to the winery and get to the furniture shop and the wood store there. Is ideally what we want, is we just want that little bit of space closed. and not the whole road. I think we proposed the whole road because we didn't know a good starting point. We're learning on this stuff.
That's okay. I think the shortened one. is
Yeah, I
fine.
do too.
The shortened one would be okay.
Yep.
Is there a way to make that a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the amended road closure as proposed.
Is there a second?
Second thought.
All in favor, say aye.
I,
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved.
Okay, so do I need to get you any more paperwork to go with that then, since we're just doing that shortened?
just maybe an updated map that you send us.
Yeah, just go ahead and send us a map of what we discussed.
Okay, and do you want anything from the other businesses there?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I believe
perfect.
you.
I just figured I'd ask, I want to cover, if you guys still wanted it, we could definitely get it for you, so that's why I was asking.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys.
We just gotta send them an updated map. And we'd like to see all of you there on the 26th of September if you get time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did you, is that something for public comment?
No, we just came to serve. We've been wondering where all our money's being spent.
Communications?
Before I got to the meeting today, I stopped down and looked at the spray rig, the road ditch sprayer. It's like, it's gonna be a real nice outfit. So by the way he was talking, he can do way more loads than what he could before, so be way more efficient. And get a lot more of the county sprayed that way. Looks nice. Looks like he's done a good job with it.
I had some phone calls from people about property taxes and tried to explain best the radio bond and that increase there, as well as the Moringa levy project and the assessment there, but I didn't have any meetings or anything.
I had early childhood, I mean, status quo, pretty much just talking about everything. And then yesterday I had workforce development and saying basically, talking about, they did talk about Whirlpool a little bit and trying to get some of those people jobs and stuff, obviously that got laid off, so. But other than that, that's okay.
Okay, I'll come back to me when I'm done with Nick.
Primarily, you can,
No, go ahead. Just we don't keep you.
I think the first thing we have here is the city street report for Amana for last fiscal year. Expenses were 147,000 and income was 254,000. And the current balance is 1.2 million. There is a resolution here on the top that just says. What is there?
And that's all, it's for Amana roads, right?
What's that?
That's for Amana roads?
Yes.
You can't fail.
Yep. So every year we do a city report for it.
Sorry. Motion to approve the resolution for the Amana Street report.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those say nay. Resolution approved.
All right, we'll get that submitted to the state. The next part is, I would like to spend a little bit of that money and seal coat middle Amana, the old section there.
The residential area.
From the school west, there's 3 blocks up in there.
South.
Oh, yeah, what, southwest, yeah. Yep. So I got a quote from Pelling. They're really the only people that'll do a chip seal around Manats, but they're booked out until sometime next year. So the quote is for $53,821.
How many blocks did that give you?
Well, it'll be from around the fire station all the way southwest. And then up to, it turns into concrete, the road that goes 27th Avenue or wherever it is that goes up to the park. So it would be 2 blocks east-west, 2 blocks north-south, 2 or 3, I guess, if we go to the highway. So it's for a double seal. So you guys actually have to sign off on it, but I put it on the agenda anyway.
No, it's good to know.
So you just want me to sign it, or you want to approve it, or?
Let's approve it.
I'll make a motion to chip seal.
Go second.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved.
And so since this is a little bit of an operation, I will be gone next week, but I'll probably put a resolution in front of you guys that, that'll give me permission to put up no parking signs for whenever they come by and do this. I will try to put up, those signs in advance.
Temporary.
Yes, well, while they're under construction, no parking on the street. And then I'll put up other signs, probably just on lath, in a laminated piece of paper that just say, this road will be seal coated this day and this day. No parking authorized by the board of supervisors. And since that's temporary no parking, I think it has to be done by you guys. So I will get that to you. We'll leave the dates open, I suppose. And the resolution will just say, during construction, you give the engineer authority to say no parking, I guess.
Do you keep this or we keep this?
I do, and I send it in. Do you want me to sign the work order here, or do you want to sign it?
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. Before we get to Tama County, engineering service agreement. This is an agreement between Iowa County and French Reniker to design W21, the 2 miles. They will do the concept statement, preliminary design, all environmental reviews and permits, all right away, the survey portion of that, and the negotiations and final design. And then we will do the inspection. A lump sum agreement of $325,600. And I have cleared this with the DOT. that this will come out of our farm to market funds.
That go to our portion that we have to pay into it then?
Yeah, that'll come out of our farm to market.
But I mean, we have to fund a percent of that. Does that count for part of the percent we're putting into that road? Don't we have to put in like 20%?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
To make sure this counts toward that, so we don't,
I hope so.
you know what I'm trying to say?
I'm trying to say.
That you don't.
I don't remember if that one is 20% or not.
We had a,
Is that what the agreement was, 20%?
I'm pretty sure we have to pay a percent of it out of our pocket since it's federal money.
Usually that's how it works. I think,
When we had the meeting, I would have sworn that was that way.
I would imagine that you're right.
I just want to make sure this counts toward it, and we don't have to come up with other money.
I reckon you're still gonna have to come up with other money. If
Yeah.
I had to
It
take,
all adds up.
I had to take a guess, we got 2 million for this, and my guess for the project was 3 million. Because we're doing culverts too, so that would put us around 33%, but, yeah, as far as this goes, I'm not 100% sure, but I'll double check.
Sure.
But yeah, French Rent-A-Car's the one that did preliminary design on it, back in, I don't remember what year, early 90s, mid 90s.
Wow.
So, I had their old plans, I kind of liked them. So they're familiar with the project. So if you guys want to give the okay to that, we will move forward.
The motion's approved.
So moved.
So second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
I,
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved.
Okay, I think the last thing you guys have on your agenda is Tama County. Tama County called this week. They need help for 1 day to fill out their annual report, which is due September 15th.
Their new person shows up in October or something.
Yeah.
Kevin and I discussed it.
On what the rate should be.
Okay.
So am I supposed to contact her again, or are you gonna contact her?
Either way.
Well, we were thinking 200 an hour.
Okay.
And then the difference between what we charged the last time would be worth.
Okay.
Agreed?
Okay. I'm hoping that, yeah, it shouldn't take more than a day. I'm trying to recall, like, what takes up a lot of the time is like your local projects, that we do with our in-house stuff, making sure that all your paperwork's square. I don't even think they did any of that.
One bridge project, I think.
And that wasn't local, that's through, the revenue should match the receipts.
To me, it sounds like the in-house staff will have most of the stuff put together for
Yeah, this is a lady that, that
I understand.
has never done it. But I agree with it, but there could be,
Things are missing.
it could be, but, I do know that their monthly reports, they know how I like them printed off. So that should help. And, but, yeah, I don't know.
When you figure out the date, we would like to know the date.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess. It would be, or September 10th. Because I will be on vacation the 2nd through the 8th or 9th. the 10th, today that I know my kids, so I can leave early, get over there early, just to make sure that we get it all done. And then,
It's, and
So,
plus mileage.
plus mileage, yes. Do we have to have another 28E for that?
I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
It's a 1-day deal.
Maybe. So, yeah, it's just,
Unless you want me to contact the attorney, I can ask.
I wouldn't hurt to ask. It's easier to ask than say, we shouldn't have done that.
which means you would have next Friday still to sign it.
Yep.
And I could get them the paperwork.
Is it, I want you to tell them today, because they have their meeting Monday, to make sure that everybody knows what's going on.
Yep, you got it. And so, I'm gonna scratch that.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't take up too much time. The construction projects are going along. We, F-52, the Colden Place has held up fairly nicely, I would say.
Who put the, did you draw the lines on that? I don't have to worry about getting picked up.
Yeah,
because
I was wondering, I was like, holy smokes.
It's something.
Our inspector out there said,
after golf?
Yeah, I would have been fine.
our inspector out there said, whatever you guys are charging us per paint, take off 2 gallons. 'Cause if you just were like,
Another question, why did we stop with the cold stuff? I was at the bin site there to the corner.
the contractor mid-state thought that there was too much concrete in there. So,
I've had a lot of questions about it.
yeah, so there was some dilemma there a little bit, but over the years, we've done concrete patching on the asphalt road. And we were kind of told that, hey, those concrete patches are not gonna affect the Colden Place, right? As long as you don't have too much, they can still go through it. They can still grind it up, mix it in with the asphalt, it'll be okay. Well, this subcontractor, mid-states or they're out of Minnesota there. They were like, no, that's too much concrete in that section. It's not gonna turn out. So we were like, okay, we met with Pelling, that's fine. We're not gonna pay for Colden Place on that first mile. Instead, what we're gonna do in order, Colden Place acts as like a bond breaker so that the cracks don't come up. Instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put down an extra inch of asphalt, interlayer asphalt, which is a little bit more, oil in it, makes it a little bit more rubbery. So it'll get a different type of bond breaker, is the idea. I still think, some cracks will come through in about 4 to 5 years, but right now, the road's rotted out pretty good. It's still gonna ride fine. They'll just have a few cracks, which will crack seal. We do that in-house. So, the ironic part was there were more, concrete patches there to the east where they did go through. Some of those we milled out and put down millings. Those did not hold where they went.
Is that number of the river where the cones are?
Yeah, which they took out yesterday and we put hot mix in. But the places where they did go through the concrete, those held up just perfectly fine. It's in science and in art, these people do it for a living,
Right.
And they still.
I just get a lot of questions why we put down cement, then it was ground up, and I said, it's all part of our process.
Yeah, well, we put down the concrete because that was crap all the way down to the core. Because you have 5 inches of concrete with 3 inches of asphalt over it right now. And those places that we took out, there's nothing there altogether. There was no base.
Right.
So if we can get that out, put in something hard, now we at least have a base. And it doesn't cost that much compared to the whole cost of the project.
Right.
So I would rather have spots. I'd rather pay the extra 2% of the project, 1% of the
Right,
project.
because it kind of hold up instead of being junk in 5 years again.
Yeah. And it's proven pretty well for us in the past to do things like that. So they should be paving between the bridges today, 2 inches, and then next week they're going to start with all the other mainline paving. And 3 culverts that we are doing on the 160th. They got the back walls poured yesterday, and starting to get the water to go through the tubes and doing the final grading. And they will move on to do maintenance down by Millersburg, I think, at the end of next week, and I'll get a different crew to do the other. September 11th, I believe, is when we're going to start that's when our next aluminum box culvert arrives. So we'll start that earlier that week, taking up that bridge. Our guys doing grading this week, where we had all that rain a few weeks ago, so they took last week to get the roads looking good. And now where they had problem issues, they're pulling in shoulders and working forward to prevent future washouts. And then we still have a crew up on District 102. Also, we're going to be spending more money in the Amanas up there in High Amana. We kept having a culvert in the right-of-way washout. It's a large intake, so we went down to 10 feet to find the tube, and we're going to have to replace a culvert underneath the road that's pretty deep. So Tim has contacted some local contractors to help with that instead of us doing it. As far as the office goes, I've been posting for jobs because we do have some retirements coming. So we are trying to navigate that.
How many?
2.
Were you expecting those 2?
Yep. So one will be for the road superintendent, which that job, being a non-union job, is posted in the papers and the courthouse and on the website. And the other one will be a motor grader position. So we are offering that in-house first for people to switch before we advertise for a new employee.
Is that a district that somebody will jump into, you think?
That one should be filled, and then I have a possibility to fill that one, and but it'll take a couple weeks to get everybody squared
So
away.
how many times do people will jump?
2 or 3, maybe. Possibly 2. I know that somebody may want to change if they can finagle some equipment around.
Which you approve?
Yeah, that would have to be approved by me, but
But obviously, people in-house can apply for the superintendent too, obviously.
yep, they can apply.
That's how that works.
Yeah, just being non-union in a foreman position, I have always advertised that to the public. Yeah, I expect to have a few of our guys apply for it, for sure.
You're gonna apply?
Am I?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I wasn't planning on it. Sounds like you're the one that knows more about it. You get all the calls, so.
Yeah, you get,
Good.
that's called call forward.
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
Uh-huh.
The last thing I have here is, so Binns and Stevens, they called us this week. Usually people apply second dust control applications in late July, early August. they still have not. They could not get their hands on, the materials. They said they should have it by late September, early October. I will remind you that our dust control permit says that we have the right to go through it in late October. My thought here is that I keep a good paper trail, right? But I email them, Benz and Stevens, and remind them of the October 31st deadline. And they should contact each of their applicants, customers. They should contact each of them and ask each one what they want to do.
Should or shall?
They should, I don't know, I shall,
Probably can't.
I mean, I can't foresee, yeah, I can't foresee.
Just be a good business. They
Yeah.
should, but-
No, but we'll look like the bad guy if they don't know.
Right.
I'll tell, and then that's why I'm gonna have a paper trail. I'm gonna be like, nope, I told Benz and Stevens to contact you. And I reminded them that as of October 31st, we will be going through it. And, some people may want it still, right? Like, nope, that's harvest season. I will pay the couple $100 to have it for the month because, we have these grain bins. Some people may still want to keep, some people may say no. And then Benz and Stevens will give us a list of everywhere where they're gonna put it down.
Are they a major, do they have a lot of people,
I believe so.
Yeah, they're probably the I guess I'm the biggest carrier probably.
They couldn't get their hands on the stuff, you said? Or that's what they,
Yeah,
Was either one of them tree sap or calcium?
I do not know.
I think they would have one
I didn't-
or the other.
I didn't talk to him personally and I didn't grill him. I was more or less trying to come up with an idea. So they're a private business, whatever them and their customers want, but I think we should have a good paper trail on our end. And this is what I came up with, some emails.
Whatever happened about the hay bales in the ditch?
I think they were moved.
Okay.
That's what I was told.
Forgot to ask about that.
Yeah, I didn't check out personally, but I was told that they were moved.
Well, I got a question on Emmett Avenue, right on the county, right where you get to the county home, that big dip there, or then they put a block, you hit it every time, it's square, looks like a square. Is there any plans to
Next
fix
to the
it?
bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah, so. There is one that is right next to the bridge. I have fall, concrete contractors coming in to do, especially up there by Kinsey's and B Avenue. And since that one, if it's the one I'm thinking of, connects to the bridge abutment, I was just gonna make it concrete. Because we can tie into that bridge. It's not the abutment, it's the approach.
right.
Yeah, we had some issues there. That's where we tried to mill and meet the existing concrete, meet existing pavements. And we've had a couple, 3 or 4 right up in there not hold up.
But they're gonna get fixed this fall, you said.
We'll do something, yeah. Yeah, I even talked to our guys about just cutting it out and maybe even having it be, putting the rock back in and spraying it with some of our total patch, just to let it beat down a little bit.
You really do get all the road questions.
I do.
Nobody calls me about the roads.
Any other questions? Nope.
Alrighty, I'll go work on that. I'll move if I can. So.
Have a good weekend. Tell me
You
we
guys
can.
do.
We're gonna take a tiny break and just get them back.
containers. They pile it all on one side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then when it rains, the water can't get off the road, so it washes out. Why are they leaving it all piled on the side?
They let it dry out in the dirt, the clods, and so when they drag it back across again, the chunks hopefully will, they can't just go back and forth till it dries out and it dies. And that's
So we're trying to make, when they do that, they're making that road wider again where it should be. Because if they don't do it that way, it'll keep getting narrower.
Yeah,
narrower,
sorry,
narrower.
I-Avenue was like becoming single lane because they haven't been maintaining it. But I just noticed when they do that, if we get a heavy rain, there's.
Oh, yeah,
water
oh, yeah.
coming off, and then it-
Sometimes it's a wall like this, garbage,
Oh, yeah, we'll end up having washouts that are, 10 inches deep, and it's like,
sometimes it's like 3 weeks before they come back and throw it back.
yeah. Yeah. So I thought.
And J Avenue is real bad with that, and I see they pushed it into the, where it washed out now, hopefully it'll be okay now. So,
We just kind of wondered why they.
Yeah, it's a constant battle, everything. Because when they pull it back, there'll be big chunks of stuff, and then, you hit those with car, of course.
So has there ever been like, looking into sealing the roads or doing, like my friends in Indiana, they actually went through a lot of the gravel and got rid of it and did, asphalt over them. Has there ever been anybody, like, what's the cost to maintain these gravel roads constantly? So some of the heavier travel ones doing.
It's expensive to seal
Yeah.
coat. I forget how many millions a mile it is. And then you have to redo 30% of it every year. So it'd be really expensive.
And with the winters, I think is the biggest thing, maybe, I don't know, I suppose Indiana has winters, but.
Because when it breaks up in the spring, the roads that we have seal coated, we embargo, because they just fall apart, we put heavy trucks on
Okay.
And so with heavy truck traffic, areas, I don't think seal coat work is good.
them. Because we do have a couple gravel roads got seal coated privately, and we have to embargo them, and then it makes other people mad because they gotta go around them, and it's touchy.
Missouri has a lot of asphalt, it's not
Missouri.
very wide.
But they're only one lane.
Yeah, they said they're not very wide.
They don't finish the start either.
Yeah,
And they don't, this is beside the point, but they don't maintain them like.
no.
So we have to have.
Yeah. But I mean, it'd be nice to have everything.
Yeah, there's-
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah,
I just didn't, I didn't know what it costs to maintain these, with the
Yeah.
maintainers and the gravel and stuff constantly upkeeping those if it was.
I would say if it was ballpark estimate, it would take us 20 years to pay for it, then we would have to turn around and redo it again right away, I mean, after 20 years, so.
Oh, seal? That's chip
On an asphalt,
on asphalt.
The problem would be paying for it at first.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to, I don't even know how you do it.
we don't rock every road every year, the maintainer guys, they tell us where they need rock, and so it gets spread out over their territory, I would say. In the maintainer's territory, they would probably do a third of their territory, so every 3 years, you should be getting rocks.
But it does cost a lot of money.
It does.
You don't disagree with that.
Okay, Becky?
Ready?
Yep.
Good morning. Not a lot outside of school going on right now. Everything's really mellow. The 77 students, I think, is already over 80, and I sent the note out to you guys on Wednesday, so they're still coming in.
That's crazy.
Do people forget their school?
I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
Other than that, nothing going on for new vehicles. Haven't had-
Then you hang the carrot out there 2 months out or 3 months out, there's.
Well, Brock just is always hopeful that we're gonna hear something before our next meeting. Our next meeting is next week, and I asked him about it before I sent this out to you, and he said he still hasn't heard anything. So it's a DOT issue, the way it sounds, waiting for them to release the funds.
Okay.
But I still have the thought process of doing a van and a bus at the same time, if that's an option, rather than trying to get 2 buses or 2 vans, because the buses are way more expensive than the vans. So trying to split that up a little bit if I can.
Maybe have any other questions for Becky?
No,
No,
I wish every department ran smooth as that.
yeah, me
Well,
too.
There are bumps in the road, but
Yeah, but your bumps are,
we try to
they're
maintain,
minor bumps.
handle it on our own, yeah. Nothing?
Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Becky.
Have a good weekend.
Communications, back to me. We had,
You showed up to your meeting yesterday?
I went to the meeting yesterday. Oh, Chris, I didn't see you there.
Thanks.
I want to make sure I go to these for a while. I want to make sure we got it lined up for the street light thing. We, at Waynesburg, we're gonna, hopefully you guys agreed that we're gonna spend some money toward that.
Yeah.
So it won't technically be done until 2028. Because we missed this year's cycle. Next year it'll be put on. And then it's got to get through two committees that I happen to be on. So it should make it through. And we'll get it through that, and then we'll get the funding in 2028 to get it done.
Okay.
Mary Rum said Williamsburg is aware of the time frame, and so is the DOT. The DOT is the one I'm worried about. They're fine with it as long as we got the ball in motion.
Until somebody new comes in and
So this is how it's
Yes.
so far so good.
This is an election year, Kevin. Okay.
All I can do is I've tried.
yeah.
Abby, you go ahead and word this correctly. We met.
Oh. Yeah, so Kevin and I, Laura Sasser reached out to us about a project that wants to come to Iowa County. And she was under a non-disclosure agreement, but we were just asked not to share details, but we just want to let you know that there is a potential project coming to our county.
If it all pans out, it'll be a large project,
Yeah. So
or large in my eyes.
we're gonna have him come and present to the whole board. But first they have to get through some permitting and stuff to make sure that they're gonna have the infrastructure that they need to do it.
The infrastructure that we may have to fix whenever, like an entrance off of a gravel road, but otherwise it'll be a state road.
Lots of jobs.
55.
Good deal.
Guess we never talked about the pay, but it's
Yeah.
some jobs.
Yeah. So, and we'll get that organized once, I think within 30 days, we'll be able to have him come in and present.
Ag related. And then also she was gonna go down there, Laura, and meet with the railroad again about the Burge building. That's supposed to be on the market.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Try to get somebody to buy it, yeah.
to get it operating and have something in there since it's got its own railroad spur and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I think somebody would be someone interested.
Let's see what else. Couple road complaints taken care of. Talked to Tam, like I said, playing phone tag with Nick and Tama County to get this figured out. Was there liquor licenses? Anybody check any more about the Green Township trustees?
I did not. I was gonna get a hold of Dan Miller, but I didn't get that.
You don't happen to live in Green Township, do you? Took a shot.
Yeah.
Finding volunteers isn't always easy.
I know. We just need to get rid of them.
I thought well, yeah, but I'm worried about all the stuff that we'd have to do then with the cemeteries.
Well, I think just have one like township board, you know what I mean? Like for the whole county.
Can you do that? As a
Yeah, we can't yet.
I'd like the state to do
State
that.
would-
That's the states.
Then we find 4 volunteers for the entire
Right.
county instead of 4 for every township.
This defense can be bad at times.
Yeah. But it's so far, few and far between. I mean, one committee could.
When they come out to bid.
Oh, yeah, no, I know what you mean,
I'm sure you've had a bit of one of those before. I can tell by the head shake. Resolution consideration research fee increase by the county sheriff's department. The fee is $30 per hour, and they would like to raise it to $50 an hour.
Makes sense to me.
Mhm.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second?
I think we have to do this by roll call.
Abby,
Yes.
Seth,
Yes.
Heather,
Yes.
Chris.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-08-28B has been approved. This goes around and everybody gets to sign it.
Oh, it's be important today.
Make us feel good about ourselves.
Yeah.
Someone had claims.
Yes, right here.
Bible reading marathon request. Paperwork on that again.
It's in January.
What?
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 Can't hardly be.
Oh, that's when they did the state capitol.
I was thinking put an eagle up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Or
August 30th, around 1 PM and end Saturday, September 12th by 7:30.
Oh, that is marathon. What did we do last year about the yard? Did we do something with it?
we stuck them in the far corner to keep them off the new grass, but that's the method. We can't restrict them, but they kill the grass where they're at.
Or create the, so I'd rather have them on the old grass yet anyway, probably. Restrict them to the north, what'd you say, northwest corner?
We have them in the northwest corner.
I think that'd be the spot again.
There's trees back there.
I think that's a good spot.
Yeah.
If it was rain or something, they could get on the sidewalk then too, or on the parking lot.
Unless somebody wants to reach out to Dylan and ask him where he'd like them. Yeah.
I can reach out to him, I can text him real quick. I don't know, it's back.
Oh, he's
He's
gone.
gone today. He still might answer.
It'd be nice if we put in the motion right away that where you would like them to be located.
Anyway, the first answer's gonna be.
Yeah, I know. Let's go with the second one. I wish we had a piece of concrete to stick on, so we don't have to worry about killing any of the grass.
Mhm.
So we put a lot of.
That's what I was wondering, is there a spot, is there enough parking, they could take a spot, take a
I'm
parking
sure
spot?
They probably they like to be out in front, so they're very visible.
What about a parking spot up front?
That's a city, on a city, we don't have any authority over the city's streets.
Sure, they would probably. You might write a ticket.
That would be funny to watch. The Bible guys getting.
Out in front of the annex,
Yeah,
or the side of the annex, that's all spent.
How about motion location to be determined?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to, yes, I'll make that motion.
how about this? I'll make a motion for buildings and grounds to determine the location.
There you go.
There we go, okay.
And I'll second that.
All right.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved. I just hate to spend all the money on the yard and get it trashed.
Well, I do too, so
I'm the yard guy. I'm gonna call also, Travis to make sure that, because I'm thinking about our sewer down south, not north. Because it seems like it always gets forgotten until it gets frozen in the winter.
Sewer up north.
The
Oh,
bus bar
yeah.
freezes every year.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else for next week?
Not that I got.
What do we have down for next week already?
The Green Township, is that what you're?
Yeah,
That's the only thing I have.
Is Becky in, she's not in her, she's in the other office now, right? Where Nick was?
Building maintenance,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ever have trouble with that one?
Recovery proclamation.
what is it?
Recovery proclamation.
Oh, that's a mental health thing, I think.
Yeah, so it should be coming up, I would think.
Okay. Is there a motion to,
Make a motion to, yes.
for a second?
second,
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved. I'm gonna call my calls in for the lawyer.
while you're on that